Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is June 28th. Like I said, we're going to upload every week and we're going to keep that promise. And I got my package in the mail so I can do a what's in my bag now. So last year I did one. You can go check it out, link in the description. A lot of stuff has changed since then. I think there's only like 2 clubs that are still in my bag from last year. So we'll start with the first club. We'll start at the bottom of the bag. For my wedges, I use, for the bunker shots, I have a Vokey SM7 58 degree, 14 degrees of bounce with the K grind. I got this one just because it's good with open shots, and that's my cat running through the background. It's good in bunker shots, open face shots, but I usually mostly use it around the green side shots. My next wedge is the SM6 S grind, 54 degree. Mostly, again, this one I use for pitch shots. Mostly for pitch shots. I don't ever do full shots with these 2 clubs. More my chipping clubs, bunker shots. My next one is my replacement for an approach wedge because my set doesn't have an approach wedge. It's the SM7 F grind, 50 degree, with 8 degrees of bounce. And this is my fall shot for anything under like 120 yards. So perfect club to go, I'd say like 110. But depending on the pitch shot, I will use that too. The other big change in my club, or in my bag, is my irons. As you guys can see, if it focuses, this camera never focuses, ever. Anyways, last year we used the Taylormade M3 Irons, which are phenomenal, which are great. I don't have any issues with them, but I did upgrade. I just didn't like, I like the feel of them. There's nothing wrong with them. But I've always had my eyes on the certain set of irons, which you saw in the last video, the P790s, which are now going in the bag over these. For some reason, these always come off really hot and they go a lot further than I want them to. And that's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That my irons fly. But we upgraded to the Taylormade focus. God dang it, camera focus. Alright, everything focus, I'm sorry. But we upgraded to the P790s. I have them 5 iron through pitching wedge, and I cannot wait to use them. And I'm gonna bring you guys after this video on the course with me to try these out live for the first time. So that'll be awesome. So I don't remember my M3s had them, but there's speed slots at the bottom of the club on the sole. What was it? 8 through pitching wedge do not have the speed slots, but from 5 to 7, you can see that they do have the speed slots. And I just like a cleaner iron. These look like a more traditional iron. There's nothing on the face. There's no speed slots on the face or anything like that. There's not that white line at the bottom of the club. So I just prefer a more traditional, sleeker look, so that's why I went with these. And I'm not the only one. I asked my wife which iron looks she preferred, and she said the P790s look better. So not just me. Alright, next in the bag is my Old Faithful, my King Utility Iron, King Cobra Utility Iron. I have this set at an 18 degrees, so it's a traditional 2 iron loft. And anytime I need to find the fairway, I will mostly use this club. The only complaint I have about this sucker that I'm sure a lot of people don't use 2 irons or driving irons for that reason is they're not very forgiving. If I have a bad shot, it's gonna be a heck of a recovery for that hole. And next up in the bag, we have our Taylormade Gapper High set to a 22 degrees standard loft. I don't know if this will stay in the bag. Honestly, I might swap it out for another wedge, which I don't know what I'll swap it out for if I do. I don't use this club much because my driving iron gets the job done. Out of the rough, I like to use irons. On long approach shots into greens or anything like that, I prefer to go with my 3-wood. So I don't know when I use this club often. Maybe when I don't hit my 5 or 6 irons well off the fairway that day, I might switch over to this. But you know what though? Can't think of it. I do use these to have long rough shots. So if I have like 170 yards into the green or something like that, and I'm stuck in the rough, I'll probably pull this club. So I'm not gonna say I don't use it that often, but lately I haven't been using it. And then for my 3-wood, I have the Taylormade M3 3-wood set to 16.5 degrees aloft, and I have no complaints about this club. Literally the best 3-wood I've ever used. I will use these on par 5s, sometimes off the tee, but right now this is probably my favorite club to hit in the bag, or most consistent club I hit. Which is funny because if you watched last year's video, I said that I don't use my 3-wood often because it's my most inconsistent club, but now that has changed. It's literally the best club I have for long par 5s off the fairway. Next big change in the bag goes to the driver. We have the Taylormade M5. Won't focus. We have the Taylormade M5 Tour regardless. And I have the weights set all the way back for the draw setting. And then the fade, I believe I just have it slightly towards more of the middle. And that has produced great shots off the tee. And yeah, that's what it guys for the bag on my driver. It's set to 10.5 degrees aloft, nothing special. The M5 Tour, I believe, is a 425cc head, so it's quite smaller than the traditional, I think like 460cc or 440cc. I don't know what the traditional cc of the drivers are, but it's quite smaller. I don't have an issue with it. I've hit my best shots this year with it. Also, another funny club that I swapped out of the bag, if you watched last year's video, is my putter. I believe last year I said that you weren't going to be able to take that Odyssey putter, the toe-up putter, out of my bag because it works great for me, but I did find a replacement that works a lot better. My Taylormade Spider. I need to find a better camera that focuses. But this putter has been absolutely amazing on the course. I averaged less than 2 putts per hole on my 18 birdies app. Sorry guys. Which I think last year was like 2.2 putts per hole, so I've dropped that number down. And I think I do better with like a mallet style putter. And to be honest, ever since I've started golfing, the Spiders have been like my favorite looking putters, so it's awesome being able to have this in the bag. As you can see, most of my bag is Taylormade besides my wedges and 2 irons. They just perform better for me personally. I've used Callaways, I've used Mizunos, I've used all types, and then we also have in the bag alignment sticks. Great for practicing. I have alignment sticks, my gloves in there. I'm not gonna pull that all out. I have a, look at that. I have a rangefinder, great on the course as well for getting yardages, hazards, and to the pin. Now the golf ball that I'll be playing for 2019, I'm currently really liking the Mizuno golf balls, but I will be testing a few more on the course. I'll make a separate video for that. And for yardages, I use 18 birdies in my rangefinder. I am getting something in as well that I'll be testing and reviewing to see which one works better. But I do like to keep track of stats just so I can see how I'm improving. 18 birdies is great for that. Rangefinder obviously doesn't keep stats, but it'll help improve your game, helps improve my game. But the product that I'm getting in will be great. And I know this video is getting long, so I'm probably not going to do a traditional course vlog out there today. Maybe just a highlights of a few shots and everything like that, guys. So I'll catch you on the course. Alright, what's going on, guys? We are on hole 2. It's a par 3. I'm about 120 or 115 yards out from the hole. I think the pin's on the front, so we're gonna go a nice easy 50-degree. That's a bug in front of me. That's a bug. I hate bugs. Always bring bug spray with you in your golf bag. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice easy full shot with a 50-degree. We'll see how that goes. I'll let you know how we do, guys. Alright, well that hole's all meh. Put my tee shot into the bunker with my 9-iron. So punched it out. Don't know if I can. It's right there. So I'm just gonna take a 3-wood and rip it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. While I was editing it, I realized that I didn't have enough footage for like a vlog or anything like that on the course. Just because by the time I started filming more and more, I had to join up with a threesome because the course is busy. And we had like 2 groups behind me and we had to move pretty fast. So that's why I couldn't get more footage in. But I will have a course vlog coming up. I will also have a couple of review videos. Maybe I'll mix it into the course vlog, make it a little different. But the series that I told you all I was playing was going to be breaking 90. My best score this year has been a 96. So like I said, we're going to have a series of breaking 90. I'll bring you along to practice sessions, what I'm doing to further my game to break 90. But yeah, I'm going to bring you guys all along on that journey. So like, comment, subscribe on the video, guys. I'll see you all next time. Peace.